Hello and welcome back to 7th Crown Tarot. My name's Louise and today I'm going to be doing a channeled message. Without further ado, let's get started. Angels, spirits, and guides of my collective, please be here to help us see the bigger picture and use our intuition in order to tap into the messages that we need to hear right now. Thank you so much. So what is it that my collective needs to know? Cards definitely want to come out. If you're new here, thank you for being here. And if you're returning, welcome back. There's another one there. You're not comparing yourself anymore. This is wonderful. You're not comparing yourself to other people, and you're not worrying about how it makes other people feel when you're in abundance. I feel like your heart chakra is really bursting open right now, and your inner child is singing joyfully because it finally gets to express itself any way that it wants. And it doesn't have to worry about how others would perceive that, or if that's going to make another person insecure or make them feel any kind of way. Maybe you're currently dealing with a lot of this, where you're doing well, or you want to do well, or maybe you started to do well, and then you saw a negative reaction from certain people. Maybe these were people you would least expect. And this was something that you didn't know you'd have to deal with. But you're definitely letting that go. You're letting go, and I see a lot of self-focus here. So it's like you took that attention that was focused outward while you were going through this transformation, and you're bringing it back in. You're allowing yourself to fully transform instead of stopping yourself. I really felt like in the beginning, like you were stopping yourself from transforming. Other people's words were really having a huge effect on how you felt about this new transformation. And now you're letting go of that and allowing yourself to transform. Because we got death, and then right beside it, the Wheel of Fortune. You're not worried also about the things that have to end in order for this new thing to come in. I feel this huge release with you happening in this reading. And you're coming out of hermit mode. Okay, so you're coming out of hermit mode. Why are they, or maybe you're needing to come out of hermit mode with all these skills, gifts, talents, and you're needing to be seen. That's what universe is trying to push you to do. They're trying to push you to be seen, to put yourself out there. You've got something here that is either like a talent, a skill, ability, something that is very unique to you, that you've manifested and created up until this point, and it's time to showcase it. Because it's very valuable. It's very valuable for other people who are lost and disconnected from their intuitive selves. It's valuable because when you show up as yourself, you also give other people permission to show up as themselves. And that in and of itself, no matter how pointless it might seem to other people what it is that you're doing, the act of courageously standing there and doing it, regardless of its so quote-unquote impact on society, that, you know, the three-dimensional world will have you think, you're doing it anyway. You're not caring how people will perceive this. People are coming at you maybe with a lot of opinions on this thing. And that will happen when you start to grow something monumental. A lot of people want to be part of it. If feel like you're really illuminating the way for a lot of people right now. And you're not focusing on people that try to hurt your feelings in some sort of way. Page of Wands, upright. I see you here being like a teacher for people. You're teaching people to defend themselves. Or to become less defensive. Ooh, you know what I'm getting here? With the Seven of Wands, I feel like you're making people go from like this really defensive energy over what they want, because they kind of feel like they have to be this way in order to survive, to then going out and reaching for what it is that they like. You're showing people that it's not foolish to live up to your potential. And that at the end of the day, when all is said and done, that's all that matters. To live up to who you want to be in this lifetime. Not who society wants you to be, who other people want you to be, who anyone wants you to be, honestly. It's not about gathering things, it's about constantly just not even reaching for more, because I feel like that's also kind of not exactly the point. It's more so like connecting with the things that make you happy. And disconnecting from the things that don't make you happy, or accepting things that don't make you happy and moving on. Accepting that as a fact. And not overly like investing in something here. Yeah, and we get the King of Pentacles. So not overly investing in something here. Could you tell me more about this? Not overly investing in something here? Oh, okay, so this is an equal give and take here. That's what it is. So you got the Star in reverse. There's some people who can't see your value. They don't see the value in whatever it is that you're going through here. So it seems like there's like some people that are close to you, or people that are watching you from a distance, that don't see the value in what you're putting effort towards. So could you clarify the King of Pentacles? Because you're coming up as the King of Pentacles right now. You could be an earth sign. You could just have a lot of abundance coming in here, and you've brought it in for yourself. You've really gone through a lot of transformations here in order to bring it to yourself. So you got the Moon. And it's a complete mystery as to how you got here, to the people that can't see the value in it. And that's why it's a mystery to them. Because until they consider the fact that there's some value in taking this road less traveled, as we see, with the Moon, there's a little road in the center. Until they see the value in that, they're not allowed to see the value in it. It's almost like they're blocking themselves from seeing the value in it. And in not seeing the value in it, they also rob themselves of some sort of joy here. In some sort of like really just like some sort of joy that they're owed. Because they just exist. Like they're not allowing themselves to just exist. They always feel like they have to be on some sort of hamster wheel. So 2 of Wands. The people that are looking at it this way, they feel like they have a lot of blockages, and that they can't get to this world and they don't know why. Yes, there's that confusion again. Anything else, Spirit? They feel like it's too dangerous to take that path, so they don't. So these people, this person, whoever this is, they have a really hard time with getting out of low vibrational thinking. Magician. Everything seems super magical what you're doing. So it seems like you're in a really good state right now. You're manifesting things that you've always wanted. And you're kind of taking this independent stand. You're balancing things really, really incredibly right now, and it's showing what's possible. You could also be just the first person that people have really met that's like really successful and just achieves things with ease. Let me show you what spread I got here. It's like it's beyond work smart, not hard, because it almost seems like things come to you out of nowhere. But you know that that's not the truth. It's not that things come to you out of nowhere. It's that you understand all the different things that you have to do under the surface in order for things to manifest properly. And you've gone through that self-reflection. You've gone through all those points that you feel are blocked. So you can be very, very intuitive here. You're able to see other people's blocks too. And I feel like this isn't very comfortable for certain people in your life. And so they push you away because they think that, you're just achieving things because you're lucky. I'm hearing that strongly. You're just lucky. I have to keep working because this is just how the world is. Like, you're stuck in some sort of delusion. That's what they're thinking. Look, but it's not true. They're stuck in some sort of delusion. They're stuck in your head about how they have to do things. And they don't realize the truth of the universe. That it stems back to how you think about things, how you see the world. And that the way that we saw it as kids is more accurately how the world actually is. And it's all of these smoke screens that we get put in front of us over time that program us into a world that serves itself instead of serving each other or the self. Because depending on like what vibration you're at, I was watching this great video, I'll link it down below actually. You kind of have to go into that selfishness energy to go away from that constantly feeling like things are coming at you. Well, taking accountability is like the next step, right? And so I think a lot of people aren't able to do that. They're stuck in victimization. They're stuck in feeling like everything is happening to them instead of for them. This is an interesting read because it almost seems like, I don't know, I didn't expect this reading to go this way. I thought it would be more what's going on in your life, but it seems like it's more what you're showing people. You're quickly stepping away from situations that are making you feel weak and taking away some sort of vital energy that you need right now in order to manifest something. You're taking that energy away. You could be dealing with the people that we said earlier where they can't really understand what you're doing, and so they kind of just discredit whatever you're doing to you, and you might be very sensitive and you might be taking that personally. try not to overthink what people say about you, because it's just a projection of how they see themselves and how they see their experience of the world. So taking that time to reflect inward is really going to be powerful for you right now. Judgment in reverse. These people don't feel like they're going to be saved anytime soon. But that's all just their own thoughts. Like they're their own worst enemies right now. And not trying to save them also is really important right now. Because that's not your job. That's their own job. And maybe they might be projecting some sort of savior role onto you, or they want you to tell them how you did it, or okay. I got two really important cards here that tell me about some sort of energy that's around you. With the strength as well, there's a disempowering energy around you that's very manipulative, that has a lot of karma coming towards them, and not in a good way. It's time for you to detach and not try to give energy to this person, because there's something here coming towards them. And with the Judgment in reverse and the Justice in reverse, it's like divine intervention is happening right now. There's some sort of divine intervention with this person or with this group of people, but I do get that this is a person. Someone who has exploited their power in your life and other people's lives. They've hurt many people with 8 of Wands. And they've done it without any kind of remorse. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this almost feels like time theft to me. 8 of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles. It's like time theft, but also it almost feels like a really mean boss. Like someone who steals abundance from other people, makes them work really hard for them, either emotionally, physically, anyway, and just takes the profits and leaves them with crumbs. Actually leaves them worse than just crumbs, because this person steps on the person that we're talking about, and that's very sad. It's like this very dog eat dog energy, and they don't deserve that. And I think that you can see this and you have compassion for people, but this is just a lesson that they're learning, one that you just learned, and that's okay. We all have to learn that lesson. And I think that allowing yourself not to get triggered by seeing other people in pain like that is a very hard thing to do. But trying not to feel the pain of other people, that's very difficult. But when we reframe it in our minds as it's just a lesson, it turns that association into something more positive, where it's productive. It's just that the person in question that's experiencing that pain needs to realize that it's something productive, and then they can gain something from it and move on to the next lesson, because that's all we're here for. It's just human school. So let's see, any final messages, Spirit? Yeah, so messages are starting to repeat here. Not taking things on to yourself, and instead just celebrating with people. Celebrating people's achievements, their beauty, the people that are going through rough things with this other person that's being very manipulative. I think just remaining supportive and keeping on your own keeping your eye on your own goals and your own achievements and not like overly sharing, I think would be helpful. Like keeping things very much to yourself, but also celebrating when they win something, when they do something good. It's like, because you know how you've gotten to where you are, and now they need to realize it, and the best way to do that is to celebrate when they take that next step in whatever direction you felt you might, because you might be able to see things from a higher perspective. Sorry, I'm having a hard time communicating all this because it's kind of, I'm just getting a lot of words in my head, but it feels like you can see things from a higher perspective here with whoever's involved here, and when they take a step in the right direction, you're supposed to celebrate that. That's what I was trying to say with these Three of Cups. Anything else here, Spirit? There's a frustration here too. There's definitely a frustration that someone doesn't want to learn a lesson. Or someone here can't hold back how they feel. Or they're not trusting how they think. They're not trusting what they think about a situation because they're too emotionally involved in it. And so it kind of blinds them to what's right in front of their face. But let's see, I want to ask, could you clarify the Page of Swords? This person has an opportunity to learn from this toxic situation that they're currently in, that you got out of. They have the opportunity. It's coming right towards them. So however this opportunity comes towards them, they do have that opportunity to take that wand and run with it. But that's going to be up to them. And it's not up to you to tell them to do it. So, as much as we want to see people succeed. Okay, well, I think that'll be it for me today. I hope that reading brought you some clarity and some healing, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. And I also have some personals open down below if you want to get a personal from me. It's on my website. And I also have some Valentine's Day readings open. Those are very cool. It's a 10 to 20 minute love reading, and I have a little special down below for that. So if you're interested, check it out. And if not, this is where I leave you. Have a good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you're watching this reading. Okay, bye!